Hello, happy Friday and welcome to everyone, whether you're joining us on Facebook Live or on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. It is TryDay Friday and I am Kim Kesti, Creative Director here at Fun Stamper's Journey. And I guess I can even call it Fry-yay. That's what my daughter told me this morning when I dropped her off at school. I said, have a happy Friday. And she said, it's Fry-yay, Mom. I was like, okay, cool. So I guess it's Friday and Fry-yay. So happy to have you joining me here. Today we are going to talk about the gel press. Now the gel press is super fun. It's one of our more unique products and it kind of falls in that mixed media category, which we just love. We love all things inky and painty and having so much fun. And to be honest, this really is truly going to be a TryDay Friday because one of our concept designers named Laura Williams, I'll give a shout out to Laura if she's out there, really has had great success with the gel press, and she's practiced a lot and really had a lot of fun playing with, different tips and techniques on how to use it. So I'm going to try some of those techniques that Laura has kind of mapped the way for us, and hopefully I'm going to share those with you, and you'll probably learn something along with myself, and then we'll all give it a try. Does that sound good? I think that sounds fun. All right. So today when I do the gel press, I'm going to do two different ways of using it. I'm going to use it with our acrylic paint and also our Reinkers. So I think I want to start with the paint because that seems like the real true no-brainer. Let me show you a few of our paints that we have. We've pulled out a few colors here: Lemon Drop, Sweet Berry, and Cool Pool. So you can tell that these have been well loved already, but our acrylic paints are top quality artist paints. They're what I would say is a little bit better in quality than what you can get at your average typical craft store. They are elevated a little bit past that, so they work perfectly with the gel press. So let's just dive right in and see what happens here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out kind of like little stripes of paint, and then I am going to brayer them together. I've got one of our brayers handy right here. Actually, I'm going to do a couple stripes. I think the idea with the gel press that I'm not always so good at is getting enough product on your gel press. I tend to want to go, a little more skimpy, and then I don't have enough to cover my paper when I pull my print. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more generous with the paint here. Let me put a little bit more Sweet Berry here. And again, I'm going to brayer it out, but just kind of getting enough paint loaded on here. And the fun of it is that you can keep adding things as you pull more and more prints. The gel press is a mono printing type of a product, which means that you're going to pull a single print every time you manipulate some material on the gel press. And again, this is really cool texture. It's definitely a firm gel, obviously, as it says. And it really has a great property of having the great impression because of the softness of the gel. So no matter if you put a stamped image on it or you put really any kind of product, whether it's a stencil or anything like that on top of the gel press, it really picks up that impression. I am going just straight with paint today, so we will see how that comes out. So now I'm going to brayer the paint, and I'm not going to try to blend it too much, but just to kind of get those stripes in there. I'm just kind of following the angle of it. Ooh, it's kind of rainbowy, fun. And now I'm coming in with just our regular whipped cream cardstock. I kind of want to keep it at an angle, so I'm going to do one print here. Then I'm going to brayer it again and pull another print. So the mono printing really is just all about every single print you pull is going to be different. Ooh, I like it. Pretty, pretty. So you can see how when the colors kind of blend together, the blues and yellows, you've got a little green tinge in there. Love that. I'm going to brayer it out one more time. Colors will blend a little bit more. And pull a second print. It'll be fun to see the contrast, what one print looks like versus the next. You can use scrap paper to pull prints to practice on, but I'm kind of the opinion of just go for it. Like grab that print and get your cardstock in there, because I think there's really no wrong way to do it. So you can see that the second one blended a little bit more than the first one. I like both, and I love the texture of the paint that it's popping out. I'm going to get crazy and do one more. It looks like I have enough paint on there. This one might be a little bit too muddy. I'll go up here a little bit higher. When you start blending the colors too much, you can see right here it starts getting a little muddy. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh yeah, kind of cool. I even love that some of the white shows around the edge. Totally love that. Okay, so how easy was that? All you have to do is just grab some paint, layer it on, and go ahead and pull your prints. You can see that I'm kind of using a little bit of a baby wipe. You can use just a regular cloth with plain water on it. And then when you're done playing with your gel press, to care for it, you can use warm soapy water. Totally doesn't hurt it. Don't use any harsh chemicals though, just a real mild soap and warm water. Cleans right up. And you will notice if you take another look at my gel press down here, I would consider this gel press clean, even though it's got a little bit of staining and a little bit of, you know, yumminess on there. Totally fine, doesn't affect the performance of it. That's just normal use for your gel press. And as you use it more and more and more, it probably gets a little bit more of that discoloration, which is totally fine. Let's take a look at the card that Miss Laura made with this same printing technique, I guess. So I don't know, I didn't do too bad. Let me see, I can't remember which is the first one. I think this is the first one I did. So there's Laura's card that she made. Pretty good, not too bad. So you can see she just trimmed the panel a little bit smaller, added one of our fun sentiments, which I adore. The Oh So Happy, so cute. Put a few little of our gold friendship sequins, and that card is so sweet and so simple. So I'm gonna consider that one a success for this TryDay Friday. What do you think? Yay? I don't know if we have anyone out there monitoring today. We've got some meetings going on. We're a little short-staffed today because people are starting to take their holiday vacations. But if we have anyone monitoring, just go ahead and chime in with your comments. I would love to hear them. So love that. Okay, so let me move on to our second gel press idea, and that is using our Reinkers. So I have a couple of our Reinkers this afternoon that I'm going to use. I have Sweet Berry and Bubblegum. Ooh, yeah, we can zoom up there. All right. So these are just two tones of our, you know, what kind of our pinky tones. So let's check out. I'm gonna do Sweet Berry first. So this is gonna be kind of different because I'm gonna do Sweet Berry first and brayer it on. And remember what I said about pulling a print with some scrap paper? That's what I'm gonna do first because that is super intense. As you can tell, that's like pow, super Sweet Berry-ish. So this is just a regular piece of copy paper. So this is just your typical printer paper. I'm going to pull one print with this. I'm just kind of pressing lightly. And it's going to pull quite a bit of ink off of it. See? That's even kind of pretty. You could use cardstock if you wanted. And now I've got this yumminess left on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Bubblegum, which is the lighter pink, and I'm going to drop some of that on there. So this is the fun of the gel press. You can get so many great layers. So I love that it has that first layer of Sweet Berry underneath. And again, this is a Laura project, so I'm trying it. I'm loving it so far. So now we're going to add that Bubblegum, and I can go a couple different directions or whatever I need to do here. And this time, this is kind of a magic trick of Laura. She's got our Sparkle Silk, and it's so fun to add Sparkle Silk to our Reinker because it creates kind of a super cool resist effect. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm just going to go in with our Reinker. Oh, excuse me, our Sparkle Silk. I've got the Reinker on there. And I'm just adding it on top. Love that. And now I'm going to pull my true print. So this is my whipped cream cardstock. I'm going to lay that on there. And now this hopefully is going to pick up not only the Bubblegum that I just added, but also a little bit of that Sweet Berry from underneath. What do you think? Think it's going to work? Let's try it. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that is so much fun. So you can see all the tonal qualities of that ink we have in there. So fun, and I even love where they blended and it got a little bit darker, almost purpley. So pretty. Look how the Sparkle Silk does that fun resist. Absolutely love that. So fun. Okay, so what Laura did to finish this card is I'm going to just set this aside because I'm going to use this again. She brought in one of our other gel plates, which I'll bring the packaging so you can see. This is our Fluttering Heart gel press. So we have two different types of gel presses that we sell here at Fun Stampers Journey. One is the one I've been using here, and that's the plain 8.5 by 11 gel press with no pattern on it. But we also sell this really fun plate, which is called Fluttering Hearts. If I get my hand out of the way, you guys can probably see it better, right? So see all those fun hearts on it? Love that. So I'm going to kind of use this almost as a little stamp. I'm going to peel it off of the backing here. Now I'm going to come back because I want it a little bit darker on this panel that I just did. I'm going to come back with my Sweet Berry. Again, not cleaning off my gel press, just coming right back on. Spraying that guy on there. Go a few different directions. And this time I'm going to use this Fluttering Hearts kind of as a stamp. I'm going to basically lay it on top. It's kind of like kissing the two gel presses together. Okay, so what it's going to do is going to pick up all that great ink onto the Fluttering Hearts, which hopefully you can see here. Looks like I've got a little bit of thing. I'm going to brayer it across. I don't really want all those little holes in my hearts, so I'm going to brayer it a little bit more, but it's still got the perfect amount of ink on it. So see, loving it so far. Now I'm going to take the same panel and just do another pull. See, where do I want it? Maybe down here where there's some of the littler hearts. All right, so this is like double printing on your gel press. Love it. How fun is this for like Valentine's projects coming up? Oh, isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, do you guys love it? Can you hear my voice? I'm like, oh, I love it. I hope you guys can see that. Isn't that so much fun? Now Laura took it even one step further when she finished her card, and looks like my print's a tiny bit darker than hers is. But she went ahead and took our Flower Tangle stamp. So this is just one of our amazing background stamps. Love this one. So this is our deeply etched red rubber. You can see it's obviously got the indexing on the other side. So what she did to finish off her card was inked this up also with Sweet Berry ink and just went ahead and stamped on top of that panel. I won't go through all of that right now, but let's take a look at her finished card and see what you guys think, how it compares to my print. So kind of fun and interesting, right? I think mine is so much darker that I'm not sure that the Flower Tangle stamp would show up that great, but it sure did on hers. She's got probably a little bit more bubble gum on her original print, but you see how that's the same method? She's got the background and then the Sweet Berry hearts on top. So cute. I love this card that she created. I was so inspired to give it a try, and I actually love my print. I can't wait to finish this and create my own card. I think that'll be so much fun. All right, let me show you a couple more samples before I let you go that Miss Laura created. And these are a combination of the gel press and some of our background stamps. So I think you'll get inspired by these, hopefully. So here's one where she did pretty much the same technique that I just showed you. She has the background. This time it looks like she's got some probably limeade and then going into some of our pool plays, maybe even a smidge of turbo teal. So she also did the Fluttering Heart, but this time she stamped it with our grid pattern stamp. Love that stamp. It's one of our classics. And then this is one that I thought was super fun. Again, the same technique, the same Fluttering Hearts, but this time she stamped it with our little scallop background. Isn't that awesome? That adds so much texture to those hearts. I just love it. So, so cute. You can see that Laura's just going crazy with this. I love it. And here's one that I definitely wanted to show, because this is just taking the Fluttering Hearts gel press and not transferring it from one gel to the other. This is just where she inked up the actual hearts of the gel press, kind of like I did at the end of my demo, and then just pulling the print straight from the hearts. So that leaves the background all white, which is a really fun, fresh look too. Oh my gosh, so much fun. I think I am just going to sit and try a few more of these prints as I go along, and I hope that you enjoy the gel press, and I hope that you go ahead and give it a try, because that's what TryDay Friday is all about. Definitely post your projects and tag us with Fun Stamper's Journey, and we'll take a look at your projects, and I hope that you enjoy bringing paper to life.